Top 5 keys to victory for the Vikings week 1 in Chicago. Starting off at number 5, and that is establish the run game on offense. Now, look, it's no secret that Kevin O'Connell wants to run the ball more this upcoming season, and they took the steps towards that, right? I mean, bring back Aaron Jones, bring in Jordan Mason, beef up the interior of that offensive line. So I do expect a heavy dose of run game in this game just because we need to be able to run the ball more efficiently, obviously. But the big thing when it comes down to that is making your young quarterback comfortable. What's the best way to make a young quarterback comfortable? Run the football and get him in some short, quick passing game sets. I do expect to see a lot of that early on in this game before the offense really opens up.
Yeah, which brings me to number 4, and that is our pass catchers versus their secondary. Obviously, you're going through the suspension with Jordan Addison. You did get Adam Thielen, but he hasn't been here the entire offseason. You get Jalen Nailor, who's coming off of an injury. You have Justin Jefferson that hasn't had a chance to practice much throughout this entire offseason on top of that. So that's something to look into, but on top of that is just the secondary for Chicago was really good last year. Yes, Jalen Johnson has been out up until this point. It sounds like there's a good chance that he could end up playing in this one, and that's something that we have to take advantage of. That's something that Justin Jefferson needs to take advantage of and get some short passes going, get TJ Hockenson going. The Bears defense were second worst against tight ends last year, so that's something to keep in mind too. So just get everything going. It's all about getting JJ McCarthy comfortable.
For sure. And then you can even look at that same type of matchup on the flip side, right? They have a very talented group of receivers there. DJ Moore, solid number 1. Odunze, the second-year guy who had a really good year 1. They're hoping for big things this year. And then their kind of trick play guy and Luther Burden, their draft pick this last year. And our secondary is to be a little bit concerned about, as we talked about before. I mean, only 4 corners on the roster. Harrison Smith at safety is finally getting back to practice. So look, if you don't come in with a good game plan against those receivers, they could hurt you. And Caleb Williams, we know he's a talented quarterback.
Yeah, and speaking of Caleb Williams, for number 2, keep him in the pocket. He showed us last year why we do not want him to get out of the pocket. He is good on getting out of the pocket and making moves with his arm on the run and things like that. But we also know that if he's in the pocket, he will make mistakes. We've been hearing about it and everything throughout Twitter and everything like that. So you definitely got to do that. And I mean, just give him hell. Like, bring on the pass rush, get to Caleb Williams, make him make mistakes.
Yep. And that all comes down to defensive coordinator Brian Flores, who in his time here, like, I know he's not the head coach and he's not actually out there on the field, but to this point, his defenses have not beaten Ben Johnson offenses, right? And we know Ben Johnson, he likes to throw in those trick plays. We know that from his time with Detroit. He likes to be aggressive on offense. Now, with a new offense and with still trying to feel out Caleb Williams, is he going to have that same mindset going into this game? That's one thing I'm really curious to see, but I do trust Brian Flores to have a good plan against this offense. I'm excited to see how it goes. It's a big test to start the year, but I think the Vikings can pull it off.
We are less than 10 subscribers away from 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. And once we hit that, we are giving away these cards live on our channel. So if you want to win, hit that subscribe and that bell.